Surprisingly, guys, with all the protests, the boycotts, and everyone speaking out against the last update at the end of March, beginning of April, as bad as it's been, the revenue that Clash Royale has been getting has gone up, which might be hard to believe. Yes, guys, I actually missed the April revenue being posted a couple weeks ago, and it has been brought to my attention recently, which is why I'm talking about it in today's video, because a lot of other people are in disbelief, and I'm going to explain why. There's a logical reason why this is actually happening, even though some people might not really understand it. So first things first, here's the revenue from March, just so you guys are up to date of the month before the update. Clash Royale saw a small jump in revenue in March. Brawl Stars at the very top, 35 million. Clash of Clans, 25 million. Clash Royale, 15 million. So it's above Heyday, Boom Beach, Squad Busters, and the new game Moko. This is where it gets the data from. You guys can look into that if it's legit. I actually looked up the site, and it does seem fairly legit. You can blame the CEO if he has it wrong, but it looked very legit to me when I took a glance at it. So if you guys want to double check, you can as well. But here's the April. Clash Royale experienced another jump in revenue in April. It went up, guys, and the update was around the beginning of April, so it was already full effect at that point in the game. We're in May now. As you guys can see, Clash of Clans is the new leader at 31 million. Brawl Stars, 28 million, but Clash Royale went up to 17 million in revenue, despite them removing the chests, nerfing the Pass Royale, and just the community backlash. It had little to no effect. So what this not only proves is hardly anyone left the game after the update, and actually it had the opposite effect that people expected. The revenue went up. How in the world could this possibly happen? As you guys can see, this was posted pretty much at the very end of April. How the heck could this possibly happen, you guys might ask? Well, I saw people talking about it on Reddit. Clash Royale jumps in revenue for this month. And you guys wonder why they never listen. More people are now buying passes, shop-related items than ever. 17 million for April. We deserve the updates we're given at this point. And I was checking the comments. No way people are spending more money after the worst update ever. Literally the same shit happened when they dropped update for losers, and that's true. When the update for losers happened, a similar dynamic happened in the community where people were protesting and saying they weren't going to spend money. It was the same with level 15 when it was introduced. Can this be explained rationally? Seems like only free-to-play players quit like myself. Whenever there's a big group or a big update or a group of old players come back, and some of them will buy the pass or discounted shop offers. It absolutely can be explained rationally. Reddit lives in a bubble, and outside of this, nobody really cares about the update. So that's part of the reason, but it's also because of what someone said here, called the sunk cost fallacy. What this essentially means is when you've already invested a lot of time, effort, money, and just overall energy into something, it's already too little too late. So what that essentially means is no matter what happens, you're going to continue to invest money into said thing, even though maybe the logical solution is to just let it go. You can't help yourself but continue to put more into it. So that's kind of an economic term, but it could very much so be applied to what's going on here inside of the community. And then, of course, the update. Again, even if it's a bad update, it does bring eyes on the game, and it's people already spending money. Well, maybe they're forced to spend even more money. And then also the Boss Bandit offer, of course, which they charge so much money for. Probably there was a good chunk of players buying that, really increasing, of course, the revenue for the month. Even if less people were buying the pass, that likely made up for it. So that's probably the logical explanation, and that's probably what's going on here. And some people too buying the pass still, even after it got nerfed, just because they need it to get the evolution. So these are probably all the reasons why. Now we'll get into some of the other posts going on here, things going on in the community. There's no way 1 million gold for a tower skin is crazy. 1 million gold for the Bare Bones Evolution tower skin. Now, here's the thing. This is something I can't hate on a ton because top players and people that spend money have been complaining for the longest time. There's nothing to do with the gold, the 5 million gold they have saved up. So at least now there's finally something for people to use their gold on. Maybe I'm biased because I'm one of the people that fall into this position, but it's like, it's such a thing where it's true. Sometimes the community can never be happy because it's like, just everything's going to be controversial at this point because it's like, okay, for people that have nothing to spend their gold on, this is actually a good thing. So maybe okay for players that have very little gold. This is, of course, horrible and seems really bad, but for people with a ton of gold, this is a good thing. So it really just depends on your position in the game, essentially. And it's kind of the same for this. They can't be serious. They're destroying the game at this point. I can understand free-to-play players' frustration. And actually, for this, I would actually say this is worse than the tower skin because with this is something you actually compete for. I'm aware of because it says you want to skip the challenge. So this is probably slightly worse, but even so, it's giving players something to actually spend their gold on. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the video, I would appreciate if you guys subscribe. We're getting close to 200,000 subscribers, and according to my analytics, about 70% of people that watch my videos, the watch time from people, are from people not subscribed. So I would really appreciate that if you guys enjoy my content, and thank you very much. And what are they pulling these numbers out of? So Boneheads Brawl, and you collect bones to earn rewards, and you can see 40 billion is essentially where you get the Evolve Bomber. Well, you get part of it at 32 billion and then the rest at 40 billion. And a follow-up post with that I saw is this. This counter seems fake AF. Is it possible to kill 100,000 skeletons in 4 seconds? And the speed does not change. It is always 4 seconds to get 100,000. So basically, as you can see here, this is just a counter. I don't know what it's at now because this post was from 5 days ago, but the event is still ongoing, I'm pretty sure, for at least another day or so. Destroy skeletons in battle to collect their bones. The more bones you gather, the more rewards the entire community unlocks. And essentially, it's consistently moving. A lot of people have been talking about this, so it's kind of maybe just like an animation, and there's no way they can actually track from all the games the amount of bones actually getting collected, which kind of would make sense logically. That probably would be a tad bit difficult to collect. So probably what it is just a consistent animation or bar that just kind of like slides across. But at the end of the day, like some people were saying, it's probably not a bad thing because people just want to get the the rewards, which people were saying. And usually it always ends up going to the last reward anyways. Like, why do we care about if we get the rewards? Why do we care? We get the rewards. This is all I care about. Who cares if it was fake? So, again, it's like, does it really matter? Maybe it's like a little weird they're doing this, but it's like, at least they're giving the rewards. But if it is weird they're lying about that, I don't know. Maybe the fact that I think that's not a big deal really just shows where we're at in the game, where it's like, okay, at least we're getting the rewards still. Am I right? So, went off of something a little funny here. Rip William TJ. I don't even know actually if this is like funny or sad, but I mean, I guess it is pretty funny to be fair. So yeah, William TJ got the Archer Queen, and his reaction, instead of being excited, is being horny, apparently. Bro, the Archer Queen has to be so pink. I'd eat it up like giant chicken emo baby dragon lick. Steven's just like in disbelief, bro. He like turned into a pig. And then William got kicked out of the clan by Mike25. Bro, maybe Supercell should just dish out a ban too along with the kick, bro. I mean, that's just crazy. Like, okay, that's uncalled for. Yeah. Bro just like made everyone else in the clan feel awkward. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. You can use credit code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think about everything I said in this video. And thanks again until next time, guys.